about your game with Grambling and preview Texas Southern.
All right. In terms of, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, Coach. We got you.
All right, good deal. Probably our best game in terms of offensive production, yards-wise, points-wise, but we played poorly on defense. Gave up a whole bunch of yards for touchdowns. Couldn't stop anybody. Couldn't stop them. The quarterback did a nice job. Receivers were open all the time. And with all that being said, we still had a chance. We were driving the last drive of the game, got to, I think, the 29 or the 26-yard line of theirs, and had a chance to throw the ball in the end zone, but didn't come down with it. I thought the kids played hard. We fell behind early, 13-0, came back, took the lead, and hung in there the whole day. And like I said, the bottom line was we couldn't stop them. We've had problems stopping anybody as of late. We head back home. We got a 2-game home stand to finish the year out. Texas Southern comes a calling Saturday. A much improved team over last year. We played them the last game of the year last year. And I've been impressed by what they have done defensively this year. I think offensively they got some more weapons. Another quarterback is playing. I think it's a team on the rise. You know, the record is 2 and whatever the case may be, 2-7, but they're a much better football team than last year. And we're going to have to play better on defense. I thought we played well enough to win on offense. Special teams, we were okay. We got caught with a fake punt that led to an extra set of downs and their first touchdown. So the return game was a lot better. We got some return yardage from a freshman guy that we haven't seen a whole bunch out of, but he did a good job. Stacey Otis Brown made some things happen. And so we just got to play better defensively, continue to improve offensively this upcoming Saturday.
Questions now for Mississippi Valley State head coach Karl Morgan.
Coach, earlier this season you talked about in past years you've been there, you've missed a really solid and consistent quarterback. Is Patrick Ivey starting to fill that gap based on his maturation during the season?
Yeah, I think we're seeing signs of him becoming the guy we thought he could be, and he did a good job Saturday. We had a lot of drops. We had a lot of drops all year. You know, we've been plagued by at least 5, 6, 7 drops a game. You know, and I think we had that many Saturday. And drops can hurt a quarterback's confidence. You know, but he's done a nice job. He's not totally healthy. And I think if he was totally healthy, you would see his rushing yards. They would be a lot higher than what they are now. I think he ran a couple times Saturday, and when he runs, he tries to get as much as he can. He's looking to get out in a hurry because his leg is not as well as it was the first week of the season when he broke off a big long run against Florida A&M. And so he's been plagued by injuries throughout the course of the year. But I think the last couple of games he's been able to play the whole game basically. So that's a plus for him, and it's a plus for us.
In preparing for Grambling State last week, was a change in quarterback somewhat a surprise, and did Jonathan Williams cause an unbalance in your preparation defensively?
It caught us totally off guard, and I think he did a real good job. I thought he did a really good job of handling their offense. Was elusive enough to get away from the rush. We had him a couple times. He got away. He found the open receivers. We tried to pressure him in the red zone with man coverage, and he beat us 3 times with man coverage. And so you would have figured once would have been enough, but we kept going to it. I kept going to it, and we didn't get to him in time, and we didn't cover him long enough. So he did a real good job. He's very deserving of SWAC Player of the Week.
This week you're facing a similar quarterback in Homer Causey at Texas Southern. What are your thoughts in preparation for Texas Southern and that quarterback player, Homer Causey?
I think he is a guy that can move, can beat you with his feet, throws well enough to beat you with his arm also. So he's a dual threat quarterback. We saw them last week. We were preparing for Grambling. They played Grambling the previous week before we played them. And like I said, I was impressed with what they were doing on both sides of the ball. And he has some weapons. He got a couple of little receivers and running backs that are elusive. They can make things happen. And they got another running back that runs real hard. So in order for us to get our second victory, we're going to have to really play well, because I think they're hungry. I think they've been very competitive all year long, and I think they're trying to finish the year out strong. So we want to do the same. So we got to really be ready to play Saturday.
Do I have any more questions for Karl Morgan, Mississippi Valley State head football coach?
Coach, last question. With the amount of talent that you've had on that team, and Eugene and Avery Boykins, who's I believe leading the SWAC in interceptions, Robert Simpson, Stafford, Ivy, has it become frustrating that you have this talent, but it seems week to week you're not putting the puzzles in place? And how is that weighing on you as far as emotionally to see that you have all this talent around you, and 1 week your offense is getting things done, 1 week your defense, and you just have not seen to quite gel all facets of the game yet?
I don't know if we have an abundance of talent. You threw out some names that are talented, but I don't know if we have an overabundance. I think we've got some guys that can make plays. It's been frustrating in the sense that we thought that we had basically gotten the program out of the intensive care, and we're sliding back into, we're back in the hospital now. But we were basically at home and on the road to recovery. But it's been a tough year. There's been a lot of factors involved, but it's been difficult. It's been difficult. Like I said, we finally get the offense clicking Saturday, and the defense has been in a state of disrepair the last three. I think Jackson State was the last defensive game that we were halfway decent in. Prairie View, Pine Bluff, this game, we've given up an awful lot of points and yards. So we tried to simplify things this week, take the thinking out, and we didn't get much better results. So we got to go back to the drawing board and hopefully find a way to stop them and to keep improving offensively.